Hey, it's me, Bobbo. I'm doing a new thing with my guitar warning geek thing that I do on my Facebook page. I'm doing a new thing today where it's really guitar geeky. I have this amp right here, this Maestro, that I absolutely love, and it sounds amazing. Yeah, let me show you. There's no pedals, no nothing. It's just. And here's the thing, by the way, TV Jones Telecaster pickups, best Telecaster pickups I've ever used, I think. Just amazing. So that's the Maestro. And this amp right here, my friend Kevin made for me. And he copied the circuit of the Maestro, but the Maestro uses 6 EU7 tubes, which was the kind of precursor to 12AX7s, because it's an old amp. And so this one's got 12AX7s, but it sounds slightly different. So you can see it's a bit harsher. Now there's two things leading up to the reason why that is. One, I put Celestion Gold in this amp just recently, and it just was like, whoa, clouds parted, rays of sun came down. It was awesome. It was beautiful. This one right here still has an old Jensen speaker in it, and it's just a little too much in the ears. So I have some speakers that my buddy Danny gave me today to try out and figure out if I like it as well. I'd get just another Celestion Gold, except for they're like $300, so I'm not doing that. So I have some other speakers to try, and I'm going to swap through, and come along on the journey if you care. So this is my Maestro GA15rv. You can almost still see it says Gibson right there, Kalamazoo, Michigan. Maestro reverb. It said, there it is. Model GA15rv. Now, it's got 4 inputs on this here, and what you do is you jump them together, and then you have the 2 volumes right here, and that means you can kind of blend the volumes together. It's like an extra gain boost. It sounds way fuller when you do it like that. And when I had Kevin make this amp here for me, this one the knobs are backwards. Put a standby switch in right there. Kevin Nelson from Gizmoe Amps, and we have 1 input, but the channels are pre-jumped inside, so I can do what I'm doing on the other amp without having to have that silly cord right there. So this one's like pre-done up for that. Now the speaker in this amp here, you see, is a Celestion Gold. That's a 50-watt version of the Celestion Blue. This amp only puts out like 14 watts anyway. And this one here, let's see, has got the Jensen Alnico thingy, what's it? So, just a bit harsher, and let's find something else to put in there. Now, what do we have for speakers today? I'm glad you asked. Okay, so this is one of the Jensen things that I'm replacing, and this is a decent speaker. I mean, it's made in Italy. It's a decent one. You can see it's perfect condition, all that stuff there. But it just was a little bit harsh. Now, right here, you might think this is a Celestion Greenback, but it isn't. Look what that says. This is a G12H 30-watt 15 ohm made in England Celestion. So this is that's a heavy-duty ceramic speaker. Okay, so that's a serious one there. Right here we have Hudson Mill Blues DP Alnico 5 made in USA. 8 ohm speaker. Okay, and this one here, this one's interesting. I don't know what that's all about, but that one came out of a Fender PA column. By the way, my buddy Danny, he's pretty awesome. In case if you have guitars and stuff, just bring them to him to have him fix them, because he fixes all my shit, because I break everything. As you can see, I'm diving into this here. I have a 15 ohm speaker. I have a couple of 8 ohms. I think this is 8 ohms. There's no way to tell, because this came off a PA column from a long time ago. Anyway, we're plugging stuff in, seeing how it goes, see what sounds best. All right. Now here's an interesting little thing. That Maestro that I have, now that amp is from 1961, and I looked up the research on it. Apparently Maestro made 135 of these amps in 1961. There's only 100, so if you're watching this and you're like, oh, where can I get one of those amps? They're kind of tough to find. And they come with plugs like this here. Now, it's all original. I don't really want to change it out. But with a plug like this here, you can plug it in the other way as well. It can go in 2 different ways, and that flips the polarity of things. So there's a polarity switch on top of the amp, right there. But something I've noticed is if I always plug it in the same way to the wall, the polarity switch is always in the same place, and my acoustic guitar with the DI is always in the same place, then everything's fine. You can maybe see a little bit of blue on that. That's how I know. The blue, that was some blue nail polish I found, and I put that on the side of this plug, and it's a little helpful hint, because that way there, I always plugged in the same way. As we were playing at the Coach House one time, and I went to the microphone, and I got a zap in my ear. I was like leaning in front of the microphone, and I got electrocuted, just a little bit. And I remember I jumped and was scared, and I looked at the people standing right in front. I'm like, did you hear that? And they went, and the guy goes, I saw the blue arc. So you don't like that. That's the thing with amplifiers that is not good, is you don't ever really want to see the blue arc, because that's bad. So how does the weird old blue Fender speaker stack up? Let's hear it for the first time right here. Ready? Yep, that's on standby. Haha. Faked you out there, didn't I? That's pretty good. A little less volume coming out of it than the other thing. You turn it up a little bit more. Compare it to the Maestro. It's got a little bit more low end there. Bet some of that low end could be gained by doing this. That's pretty damn good. It's got more balls to it, but that one, that's a contender. Wow, right out of the box, right out of the gate, box, whatever. All right, let's try another one. Okay. Now we're going to do the Mill City something or other. Oop. Same settings as the other one. Every touch the thing. It's noticeably quieter. It works. There's a guitar coming out of it. Uninspiring. Bored now. Alright, now I'm going to share another, I'm going to call it a pro tip. I don't usually refer to myself as a pro or anything like that, but this is a pro tip, because if you're going to be tinkering with your stuff, there's a couple of things you should know. Ready? Okay. So this is the inside of my amp, right? And all the time I've been working on this here, I've been disconnecting the reverb and then plugging it back in. So reverb's got red and white cables. It helps if you label them so that next time you go to plug them in, you know which one goes where. That's just a little thing. And this thing right here, that's a transformer. You kind of want to keep your hands away from those. I once ground one of those out with my pinky, and I had to take a time out for about 15 minutes while my heart went back to normal speed. Yeah, so that's a little bit of the ins and outs right there. That's a little helpful hint right there from your friend Bobbo. Oh, and see this right here? See this thing right here? That's a tube tremolo unit that Kevin built. And guys that make amplifiers, they're a little bit eccentric and strange and in a wonderful way. When I asked Kevin to make that for me, I said to him, can you make me a tube tremolo unit to put in that amp as well? And he seriously did this for a second. He goes, yeah, I can do that. And I said, what were you doing the schematic in your head? He's like, uh-huh. So yeah, those guys, people that can do that stuff is just amazing to me. So, tube tremolo, I'll show that later on, but I just want to tell you that story. Okay, gotta try out this G12H now. All right, now here's one I was kind of excited about. This is the G12H. Celestion Gold. Nice. I think we have the winner. It's a clear winner. It's an easy winner. Nice. Found a winner. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. And I know you're thinking, isn't there one thing you didn't try, Bobbo? Didn't you try? You didn't plug them both in, did you? There's still one left in the chamber, is there? There is. Alrighty.